Hello, everyone. Hi, welcome to the stream. My name is Leo, and today we're playing Doki Doki again after a whole year of not playing it. So, last where we left off, I think we finished the normal ending, so to speak. Hi here, Flame, welcome. I'm good, how are you? We finished the normal route, let's say. So after that, I redid the entirety of Yuri's route. So now I have my save file right here. We're going for another one of the two girls, because the objective is to get the happy ending. So let's get to it. I don't know who I'm gonna pick this time. Maybe Sayori? I mean, I like her the best after Yuri, so... What were her words? I forgot already how to make poems. I'm guessing chocolate is Natsuki. Oh, I hope you do better soon. Tragedy sounds more like Yuri, but I'm not sure. Because aura is definitely something she would say, and intellectual as well. Let's go for tragedy. Okay, it's that. Unrestrained, portrait, sing, warm, twirl, infallible, nightgown, fun. Okay, let's see if we can actually get like a perfect score for her. Judgment special could be, yes. I don't think captive would be. Universe, disarray, misery. It's probably misery. It's so hard with her because she's so depressed, but at the same time very bubbly. So, and Yuri is just hard words and kind of dark stuff. Let's go for okay. Fluffy would be Natsuki. Like, Natsuki is everything that's pretty and things that like have to do with food. So daydream, unrequited, yes. Yes. No, this is Yuri. Lazy, probably. Yes. Okay. Disaster, smile. Secretive? Would secretive be Sayori? Because smile? I don't think so. Happiness? I should have pulled up the guide with the words, because the game has a guide, I think, with every single word that would appeal to them. Excitement. Okay, excitement. Precious, sadness. Nature, love, massacre, heart, giggly, silly. Together. Okay, we're halfway there. We gotten a perfect score so far. Covet, candy, lollipop, raindrops, jump. Alone. Man, it's so eerie that all those like really depressing stuff go to her when she's so bubbly, but I guess it makes sense to an extent. I think I mean, not entirely, but I think Natsuki's the one that's like less, or has less issues, so to speak. Kind of, but not really. Spinning for Gabe, sweet, whistle, vibrant, paint, bubbles. Oh, this one's hard. Sprayer, I think it would be Yuri, given her whole nature. Games, it's Natsuki. Totally. Forgive, I don't know. Spinning, probably Natsuki. Sweet, probably Natsuki. Natsuki. Forgive, okay. Jumpy, amazing, sticky, misfortune, pink, inside, fireworks, fantasy, romance, and wrath. Probably romance? Yes, okay. Vitality, ambient, beauty, rain cloud. I think rain cloud would fit her. Yes, okay. Holiday, lipstick, sparkle, inferno. Canny, vivacious. Is it vivacious? Vivacious? I don't know. Clumsy. Comfort, heaven sent, ocean, vacation, skirt, friends, eternity, hopeless? Okay. No, Papa is Natsuki, melody, Valentine, awesome, flower, doki doki, extreme, adventure, climax, anime. Gosh, I don't know. Melody doesn't sound like any of them. I would associate more that with like Monica, but Monica's not an option. So adventure, or flower. I want to get a perfect score. I don't want to mess it up. God. I'm gonna go with... It could also be awesome. Okay, perfect. Only 3 words to go. I mean, death could probably be question, zone, unstable, tears, memory, sugar, whisper, bed, fester, shopping, mouse, anxiety, no, we almost had it. Yuri, why? I know you have anxiety, but dang it. Okay, time. What was it? I already Ribbon or whirlwind, but whirlwind is more like a word that Yuri would like. Family, ribbon. No, that's Natsuki. I'm so sad. Passion, broken. Yeah, broken. It's well. At least I have a better idea for the next poem. So the objective is to get all the CGs and then suffer through the same pain and trauma again. Okay, let me remember the voices I did for this. Hi again, Leo. Glad to see you didn't run away on us. Nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but I at least keep my word. Well, I'm back at the literature club. Oh yeah, it's been a while. I think I last streamed this on August? No, it was already September, I think. It was either September or August of last year, so it really has been a while since I've been in the literature club. Oh boy. I was the last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. Thanks for keeping your promise, Leo. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you. Making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it. Oh, come on, like he deserves any slack. Sayori told me you didn't even want to join any clubs this year. And last year too. I don't know if you plan to just come here and hang out or what. But if you don't take it seriously, then you won't see the end of it. Natsuki, you certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps her manga collection in the club room. Natsuki finds herself stuck between saying Monica and manga. Manga is literature! I mean, it is. It is. So are books. I mean, swiftly defeated, Natsuki plops back into her seat. Don't worry, guys. Leo always gives it his best as long as he's having fun. Oh yeah, I'm a dude. I forgot. He helps me with busy work without me even asking. Like cooking, cleaning my room. How dependable. Sayori, that's because your room is so messy, it's distracting. And you almost set your house on fire once. Is that so? You two are really good friends, aren't you? I might be a little jealous. How come? You and Leo can become good friends too. Sayori... She wants to be more than friends, I already know. So do I, but not on this... Not this time. As usual, Sayori seems oblivious to the weird situation she just put me into. Oh, you even brought you something today, you know? Wait, Sayori. Huh? Me? Not really. Don't be shy. It's really nothing. What is it? Never mind. Sayori made it sound like a big deal when it's really not. What do I do? I'm sorry, Yuri. I wasn't thinking. I guess that means it's up to me to rescue the situation. Hey, don't worry about it. First of all, I wasn't expecting anything in the first place. So any nice gesture from you is a pleasant surprise. It'll make me happy no matter what. It would. Yes, very much indeed. Is that so? Yeah, I won't make a big deal if you don't want it to be. Alright. Well, here. Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book. I didn't want you to feel left out, so I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention even if you don't usually read. And we could, you know, discuss it if you wanted. This is... How is this girl accidentally being so cute, right? I know! This has been my dilemma with Yuri ever since I found this game. Because I'm not into yanderes, okay? Despite what it might seem because of her. I'm not into yanderes. But Yuri's so cute, I can't help it. And she's so elegant as well. She just happens to be a yandere for some reason. At least in this game. She even picked out a book she thinks I'll like despite me not reading much. Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this. I enthusiastically take the book. Yeah. Well, you can read at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think. Now that everyone's settled in, I expected Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for the club. But that doesn't seem to be the case. Sayori and Monica are having a cheery conversation in the corner. Yuri's face is already buried in the book. I can't help but notice her intense expression, like she was waiting for this chance. I mean, I used to be like that. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around in the closet. Ah yes, I remember that this game makes me forget how to read properly. Man, it looks like no one wants to be bothered today. I slammed down into the nearest desk. How am I supposed to occupy myself with something literature related by myself like this? I guess I could always read some of the book Yuri gave me, but I'm feeling a little too tired to read. I could probably fall asleep right now. I close my eyes and end up listening in on Sayori's conversation with Monica. We're probably gonna seem really lame compared to all the other clubs, though. Well, we can't give up. The festival is our chance to show everyone what literature is all about. The problem is that the idea of a literature club sounds too dense and intellectual. But it's not like that at all, you know? We just need a way of showing that to everyone. Something that speaks to their creative minds. That doesn't solve the problem, though. Eh? What do you mean? Even if we come up with the most fun thing ever, nobody will come in the first place if it's a literature event. So it's more important to figure out how to get people to show up in the first place, you know? And after they come, we can do the thing to speak to their creative minds. What's this? Sayori's taking this really seriously. It's rare to hear her deliberating like this. Huh, that's a good point. In that case, do you think food will do the trick? What kind? Well, I guess we could. It feels odd, to be honest. Like I completely lost like this sort of sense of familiarity with it, you know? Like it's somehow a bit foreign, but at the same time like I'm already know what it's about. Like it's odd. I don't know how to explain it, but like not in a bad way. It's just I got so in a way disconnected from it that it feels odd just jumping right back into it, because I thought I would have I would need to replay the whole thing because of the whole thing that happened earlier this year with my computer and all my data being like lost, specifically with Deltarune, like what happened there. But surprisingly and fortunately, when I downloaded the game again, all my save files were there, so I didn't have to do anything. So I just adjusted things in OBS and left it there, ready for today. So I really didn't like play or get in any quote-unquote practice, because you don't really need practice for this game before playing it again today. So it's odd. I do remember most, or at least the most important parts of it, because it's a hard game to forget, given its nature. So yeah, but yeah, I probably don't remember a lot of stuff like in between details, and I only played like Yuri's route and then the rest of the events, you know, in Act 2, like how they play out, because I know nothing changes despite what you like choose. So yeah, the things I have left are to get the good ending, which I really want, and because these girls deserve to be happy, and the plus content that came with the re-release. I haven't checked that out, so that's also something that I want to get. Today my goal is to at least get through one of the routes, but we'll see. Well, I guess we could... Cupcakes! Good thinking. Natsuki would love to do that. You're right. Oh, my voice. Natsuki makes the best cupcakes. That works out perfectly. That wasn't why you suggested it? Cupcakes speak to my creative tummy. Cupcakes it is then. I'm hungry. Anyway, we still need to work out the details of the event itself. I find myself smiling. In the end, Sayori is still her usual self. But therein lies the unexpected reason I admire her. Unlike me, who has trouble finding any motivation at all. Relatable. Sayori can put her mind to things and make them come to life. I suppose that's why I end up letting her get on my case about things. I can't help but wonder what it would be like to see the world through her eyes. Ah! Ugh. I opened my eyes to find Sayori's face filling my vision. I nearly fell out of my chair. Sorry. Wait. Actually, I'm not sorry at all. It's your fault for sleeping like that. This isn't a napping club. Does our school have a napping club? Yeah, kind of. You're staying up late again, aren't you? Now that you're in a club, you're gonna have less time for anime, you know? Oh my... True. I haven't watched anime in so long. Well, kind of not true. I watched season 3 of Kaguya-sama during the summer, but I think that was it. I don't think I've watched any other, like, completely any other anime this year. Oops. I really need to catch up. There's a lot of stuff that came out that I really need to watch. Or more than need, I actually want to watch it, but it's just... I'm not in a club, but I don't have time. You'll need to get used to it. Oh no, I love anime. Like, I really love it. I adore it. It's just I don't have time. Don't say that so loud. I glance over my shoulder to see if Monica overheard. It's true though. Actually, I do have even like my own manga collection. It's not that big, but I don't like reading manga as much. I prefer watching anime, but yeah. Well, technically you could say I watched anime if you count the One Piece film red movie, but I've never watched One Piece, so I went into it with no context. And I don't know if it counts because it's a movie, but it's an anime movie, so... It's true though. Yeah, I know. You're always looking out for me, Sayori. It's what I do best. That's the problem. What about you? You look out for me better than you look out for yourself. You're still oversleeping every day, aren't you? Not every day. That's not very convincing. How many days this past week have you gotten up on time? It's a secret. I knew it. Come on. At least give me the benefit of the doubt. I can't even do that. Look, Sayori, it's written all over you. Eh? Sayori glances around at herself. How is it... Oh my god. How is it written all over me? Do I sleep often? You mean like sleep in or just my regular sleep schedule? Cause I mean I do sleep enough. Fish depends. My problem is that I sleep very late, but I don't wake up technically as early. I don't wake up late, but I still sleep my 7 hours-ish, sometimes 6. Kind of, yeah. I don't take naps because I don't like them. It could be better. You're clearly in a rush this morning. Look, your hair is sticking out all around here. Ah! I run my fingertips down the side of Sayori's hair, trying to straighten it out. Man, you really need... Ah! Oh, I did it. I was like, what did I do? What did I do? I right-clicked, but I didn't know that would, like, make the text box disappear. Man, you really need a brush for this. My hair's just really hard to get right. I mean, it's short, so kind of... Yeah, makes sense. I won't fall for that. There's more than just your hair. Look, your bow isn't straight either. And there's a toothpaste stain on your collar right here. I tried to wipe off the stain with my finger. But nobody would ever notice that. Of course they would. Nobody's gonna tell you about it because they don't want to embarrass you. Fortunately, I really don't care about that. Hey, you meanie. And you don't even keep your blazer button up. Seriously, Sayori. Why do you think you don't have a boyfriend yet? Eh? That's super mean. Sorry, but you'll thank me later. I start to button her blazer from the bottom. Once you see how much better it looks, you'll change your mind. I kinda like it. Hehe. Okay. Wow. Okay. That's kinda odd. Yeah. The MC is brutally honest. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, I kinda like it better like open. This is so funny. What is? Well, I was just thinking how weird it is to have a friend who does these kinds of things. Huh? Don't say that. You'll make me feel weird about it, stupid. It's okay though. I'm happy we're like this. Aren't you? I guess. Hey, be careful. The button might come off. What is... Uh-huh. Yeah, I struggle to fully close the button near her chest. Does this thing even fit you properly? It did when I bought it. If you ever button it, you would have noticed sooner that it doesn't fit you anymore. What are you smiling about? It means... I'm trying to avoid these conversations, Sayori. Come on. Come on. Don't say that aloud. Anyway, you look much better now, so... She's complaining now, but imagine if she had a big chest like some of the others. Well, yeah, but I mean, Yuri. She needs a big blazer, yeah. Why does it feel strange to see Sayuri's blazer button up like that? But it's so stuffy. It's not worth it at all. Sayuri hastily unbuttons her blazer once more. Phew, that's so much better. Sayuri puts her arms out and twirls around. So if I keep it unbuttoned, then I won't get a boyfriend, right? What kind of logic is that? And why are you saying that like it's a good thing? Because if I had a boyfriend, then he wouldn't even let you do things like this. And you take care of me better than anyone else would anyway. So that's why I'm keeping it unbuttoned. Stop saying all these embarrassing things. I didn't say anything embarrassing. Jeez. Well, anyway, just focus on trying to wake up a little earlier. Only if you focus on going to bed earlier. Fine. It's a deal. I guess we really are better at taking care of each other than we are taking care of ourselves. Yeah, I guess so, huh? So maybe you should come wake me up in the morning. You're doing it again, Sayori. Oh, but I was joking that time. Man, it's impossible to tell with you sometimes. Could not trust her with a secret. Nope. Okay, everyone. Yeah, Monica just coming here to save the day. Well, for herself, not for everyone. Monica suddenly calls out. Why don't we share the poems we wrote now? I'm putting my sweater on because I'm kind of cold. Okay. Yay! Leo, I can't wait to read yours. Yeah, same. I failed to sound enthusiastic, but Sayori still trots away to retrieve her poem. By the way, did you remember to write a poem last night? Yeah. My relaxation ends. I can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. I wouldn't. Like, I couldn't really find much inspiration since I've never really done this before. Do you have a heater? No, unfortunately. I used to have one, but it didn't explode. It's just the thing that you put on the, what is it, on the socket? Well, the thing is that it stopped working because it overheated. So it became a kind of a hazard, a fire hazard. It didn't turn. It was fine. It just stopped working because of reasons. But yeah, I don't have it here. It's just my sweater and I. Yeah. Well, now that everyone's ready, why don't you find someone to share with? I have the most like, I never find like a proper voice for Monica. I feel like I'm always changing it. Whereas for the other three, I think I have like a more established voice. I can't wait! Sayori and Monica enthusiastically pull out their poems. Sayori's is on a wrinkled sheet of loose leaf torn from a spiral notebook. Of loose leaf? Wouldn't it be? Okay. On the other hand, Monica wrote hers in a composition notebook. I can already see Monica's pristine handwriting from where I sit. Natsuki and Yuri reluctantly comply as well, reaching into their bags. I do the same myself. Who should I show my poem to first? I mean, Sayori. Ah, thank you. Definitely most comfortable sharing it with Sayori first. I mean, she's your childhood friend after all. She's my good friend. See? Same brain cell, the protagonist and I. Oh my goodness! This is so good, Leo! Huh? I love it! I had no idea you were such a good writer! Sayori, you must be seriously overreacting. I'm not a good writer at all. I honestly have no idea what I'm doing. I mean, that's what I say about like 70% of what I do, so yeah. Well, maybe that's why. Because I have no idea what I like either. Jeez. I'm sure Yuri's opinion has to be a little more constructive than this. Maybe even Natsuki's. Are you sure you don't like it just because I wrote it? Eh? Well, I'm sure that's part of it. I think I understand you better than a lot of people, you know? So when I read your poem, it's not just a poem. It's a Leo poem. And that makes it feel extra special. Like I can feel your feelings in it. Sayori hugs the sheet against her chest. You're so weird, Sayori. I'm really happy just that you wrote one. It just reminds me of how much... it just reminds me of how you're really a part of this club now. Not to mention the fact that I'm standing in front of you in the club room. Well, of course. I'm not really into it yet, but that doesn't mean I'll break my promise. See? It's like I said before, Leo. Deep down, you're not selfish at all, you know? Trying new things like this for other people. That's something that only really good people do. Thanks, Sayori. I'm not sure if Sayori sees the full picture of my motive here. I mean, then again, I can't deny that she's part of the reason I joined. Knowing how much this means to her and all. Yeah, and I'm gonna make sure you have lots of fun here, okay? That will be my way of thanking you. Alright, I'm going to hold you to that then. Yay! Now you'll read my poem too, right? Don't worry, I'm really bad at this. We'll see about that. Dear Sunshine, the way you glow through my blinds in the morning, it makes me feel like you miss me. Kissing my forehead to help me out of bed, making me rub the sleepy from my eyes. Are you asking me to come out and play? Are you trusting me to wish away a rainy day? I look above, the sky is blue. It's a secret, but I trust you too. If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever. But I'm not mad. I want breakfast. I like the ending. It's abrupt, and I love it. But I'm guessing then, now knowing, like, having full context, this is kind of like talking about the protagonist, aka in this case me. Because she's... I don't know. It's just my interpretation, I guess. But this, if it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever. The signs were always there. Sayori, this is just a guess, but did you wait until this morning to write this? No, just a little bit. You can't answer just a little bit to a yes or no question. I forgot to do it last night. Well, at least that makes me feel a little better about myself. Don't be mean. I still tried my best. Yeah. I didn't mean to say that it was a bad poem. It came out nice, or how should I put it? It sounds just like you. Really? Yeah. Especially that last line. I made eggs and toast. Even though you were late to school? It's bad to skip breakfast. It's bad to... I get all cranky. Well, I guess there's no point in arguing. Anyway, thanks for showing me. This was so much fun. Monica's best. Yeah. But next time, I won't forget. And I'm gonna write the best poem ever. Well, I guess I look forward to it. I don't know. I mean, it doesn't really affect it because the whole route thing is with... It has to do with the poems, so... I could go with Yuri. Right? Right? I'm just gonna choose Yuri. Yuri stares at the poem. A minute passes, more than enough time for her to finish reading. Oh, sorry. I forgot to start speaking. It's fine, don't force yourself. I'm not. I just need to put my thoughts into words. Hey, I have the same problem. Hold on. Okay. This is your first time writing a poem, right? Yeah. Why do you ask? I'm just making sure. I guess that it might be after reading through it. So it's that bad. No. Did I just raise my voice? I'm so sorry. Yuri buries her face in her hands. I couldn't help but notice that it's been several minutes and we really haven't gotten anywhere. It might take Yuri a while to get used to new people. It's fine, I really didn't notice. What were you saying? Right, it's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers. And having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most noticeable thing I recognize in new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter and they form-fit the two together. The end result is that both the style and the expressiveness are weakened. Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone, and she sounds like an expert. Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There are so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice, and learning by example, and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you a valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a little biased, though. Biased? How? Well... Never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry. It's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri is apologizing to herself, to me, or to Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now? Please do. I'd love to share my thought process behind it. Yuri smiles dreamily as if that's a rare opportunity for her. She's so cute! Which itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club? Ghost Under the Light. I think I've read this one before. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow. Bathing. It must be this one. I'm sorry, I have such terrible handwriting. No, it's actually really pretty. I just have a hard time reading it. What? I wasn't thinking that at all. But it took you a long time to read. Ah, well, I just don't read script very often. Exactly. I actually think your handwriting is pretty. Eh? That's a relief. Also, I like the poem. Even though it's short, it was really descriptive. It wasn't too short? I usually write longer poems. Not at all. I'm really glad you like it. I'll be honest. Since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose. Are you into ghosts, Yuri? Hoo. Actually, the story isn't about a ghost at all, Leo. Really? I must have totally missed the point. Well, I suppose you did only glance over it, after all. But remember that poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their work. I mean, I think that's kind of every artist, in a way. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost, lingering in her last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past, and soon to be left with nothing. That's a lot more solemn putting it that way. I hadn't even thought of that. That's impressive. It's nothing, really. Well, it makes me happy that you think that. Just remember that it won't be long before you pick on these things too. Yeah, maybe you're right. I guess I'll have to keep trying. I'm counting on you. She's counting on me. I love her. Monica. Hi, Leo. Having a good time so far? Yeah. Good, glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we can do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in. Anyway, want to share your poem with me? It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Don't worry, Leo. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know? But it's that sort of barrier that we'll all learn to get past soon. Yeah, that's true. I hand Monica my poem. I like this one. It makes me think of something Sayori would like. Is that so? Is that so, Monica? How does that make you feel? You and Sayori are really good friends, right? I wouldn't be surprised if you had those sort of things in common. Ah, well. We may be good friends, but Sayori and I are actually really different. Well, that may be the case, but maybe there are also some similarities that you wouldn't expect. The way she talks about you, it sounds like the two of you really care about each other's well-being. Even if you show it in different ways, it ends up being more similar than you think. So I think that's the kind of vibe I get when reading your poem. You're sure you're not reading into it too much? I could be. Oh gosh, I sound like Yuri. But in any case, Sayori's writing has kind of a gentle feel to it. I can tell that she likes exploring with emotions like happiness and sadness. Who knew that someone so happy would enjoy sad things too? Yeah, that's totally unexpected. Well, to each their own. And you shouldn't be afraid to experiment a little bit either. I'm sure I'll end up trying different things a lot. It could take a while before I feel comfortable doing this. That's okay. I'd love to see you try new things. That's the best way to find the kind of style that suits you. Everyone else might be a little bit biased towards their own kinds of styles, but I'll always help you find what suits you the most. So don't force yourself to write the way everyone else wants you to write. It's not like you have to worry about impressing them or anything. Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good. You sound pretty confident for someone who claims to not be very good. Well, that's because I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know? I see. I mean, that's true for a lot of things. Well, let's read it then. Hole in the wall. It couldn't have been me. See? The direction the spackle protrudes. A noisy neighbor? An angry boyfriend? I'll never know. I wasn't home. Oh, wait. I think I know what this one is about. I peer inside for a clue. No, I can't see. I reel, blind, like a film let out in the sun. But it's too late. My retinas, already scorched with a permanent copy of meaningless image. It's just a little hole. It wasn't too bright. It was too deep, stretching forever into everything. A hole of infinite choices. In this world of infinite choices. I realized now that I wasn't looking in. I was looking out, and he, on the other side, was looking in. Yeah. So this is the break of the fourth wall with Monica. This is about her like realizing that she's a character, not necessarily in the game, but a character, and that there's someone else watching, which is you, the protagonist, through the screen, in this case my monitor. So the hole in the wall is like the screen but from her end. I like that. So what do you think? It's very freeform, if that's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback. It's okay. Yeah, that kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful. What was the inspiration behind this one? Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. I guess you could say that I had some kind of epiphany recently. It's been influencing my poems a bit. An epiphany? Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on the paper and tidy it up later. Another way to think about it is this. If you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just get a big dark puddle of ink. So just move your hand and go with the flow. The lyrics of the song. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Alright. I don't remember if she is like this from the very beginning of the game. Like, just straight away, like, giving hints. Although, could be, probably, I just never noticed, or I just don't remember noticing. Because it could also be the case. I mean, we only have Natsuki left, right? Well, it's about what I expected from someone like you. That's a little blunt. Well, excuse me. It's not like I said it was bad. It just didn't evoke any emotions. So basically, it's not cute enough for your tastes. Do you want to get smacked? I'll pass. Well, anyway, I guess I need to show you mine. Not that you like it. Eagles can fly. Monkeys can climb. Crickets can leap. Horses can race. Owls can seek. Cheetahs can run. Eagles can fly. People can try. But that's about it. Yeah, I remember this one. Yeah. I told you that you weren't gonna like it. I like it. What? Just be honest. I am. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it? Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff, so people don't even take my writing seriously. But isn't the point of poems for people to express themselves? On Natsuki? I mean, I don't dislike her per se, but I can find her attitude a bit annoying at times. I'm just not too fond of tsundere. I'm so sorry. Like, I don't like yandere either. But Yuri's cute. And really polite and really cute. Then she gets unhinged, but that's another thing. That's a whole other thing. It's aside from the fact, from the point. But Natsuki, I think I know and understand why she's like that. But in general, I just tend to not like tsunderes. And there's a very big example of it in anime, actually, that I it's not my thing. Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid. Yes, exactly. I like when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard. Like in this poem. Seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening. So I decided to write about it. Yeah, I understand. But the other nice thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. Like, I set up for a rhyme at the end, but then made it fall flat on purpose. It helps bring out the feeling in the last line. So you did. I guess more went into it than I realized. That's what it means to be a pro. Yeah, I think it's not that... Like, yeah, I think it's been overused over time, but I don't think that's my main problem. I just never liked them in general. There's some that I'm like, okay, I can get behind this. But in general, I tend to not like them very much because I don't know, I don't it's not relate. It's like I don't really get the point of being mean just because, like, it's like I get it, but I don't like it. I guess that's just it. Like, I get why, because usually tsunderes tend to be like they have this past with whichever might be their case, and that's why they have like problems showing their emotions, like how just straight up like how they are. And they have like this tendency to just like express it through violence in some ways. But I usually just don't like it. Because it's still mean even if it like you understand why. You know? That's what it means to be a pro. I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did you? Yeah, guess not. I decided to humor her with the last comment. I don't really care how old is everyone, how old everyone is, but if Natsuki is feeling proud of, then I won't take that away from her. Phew, I guess that's everyone. I mean, there's only 5 of us after all. I glanced around the room. That was a little more stressful than I anticipated. It's as if everyone is judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. Even if they're just being nice, there's no way my poems can stand up to theirs. This is a literature club after all. I sigh. I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. That's the price to pay for getting to hang out with cute girls, I guess. Across the room, Sayuri and Monika are happily chatting. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper, sharing their respective poems. As they read in tandem, I watch each of their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly. What's with this language? Eh? Did you say something? Oh, it's nothing. Natsuki dismissively returns the poem to the desk with one hand. I guess you could say it's fancy. Ah, thanks. Yours is cute. Cute? Did you completely miss the symbolism or something? It's clearly about the feeling of giving up. How can that be cute? I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice. Eh? You mean you have to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but it really didn't come out nice at all. Well, I do have a couple suggestions. If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it. Which people did, by the way. Sayori liked it, and Leo did too. Don't get me into this. This is not my fight. So based on that, I'll gladly give you some suggestions of my own. First of all, excuse me. I appreciate the offer, but I've spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect it to change anytime soon, unless of course, I come across something particularly inspiring, which I haven't yet. And Leo liked my poem too, you know. Don't drag me into this. He even told me he was impressed by it. Natsuki suddenly stands up. Oh no, I remember this. Oh? I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri. Eh? That's not what You're just... Yuri stands up as well. Maybe you're just jealous that Leo appreciates my advice more than he appreciates yours. And he appreciated yours. Huh? And how do you know that he didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you that full of yourself? No. If I was full of myself, I would deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy. Is everyone okay? Well, you know what? I wasn't the one whose boob magically re-sized bigger as soon as Leo started showing up. Natsuki. Natsuki, that's a little... This doesn't involve you. I don't like fighting, guys. Suddenly, both girls turned towards me, as if they just noticed I was standing there. Leo, she's just trying to make me look bad. That's not true. She started it. If she could get over herself and learn to appreciate that simple writing is more effective, then this wouldn't have happened in the first place. What's the point in making your poems all convoluted for no reason? The meaning should jump out of the reader, not force them to have to figure it out. Help me explain that to her, Leo. Oh, wait. There's a reason we have so many deep and expressive words in our language. It's the only way to convey complex feelings and meaning the most effectively. Avoiding them is not only unnecessarily limiting yourself, it's also a waste. You understand that, right, Leo? I mean... I kinda get both sides, but well... how did I get dragged into this in the first place? It's not like I know anything about writing, exactly, but whomever I agreed with, they'll probably think more highly of me. So of course it's going to be... Help me, Sayori! Natsuki glares at me, drying up any words I had in my mouth. So instead I turned to Yuri. Yuri... but Yuri's expression is so defenseless that I can't bring myself to say anything to her. Exactly. Sayori! Eh? Yeah. Everyone's fighting is making Sayori uncomfortable. How can the two of you keep fighting when you know you're making your friend feel like this? Leo? Well, that's her problem. This isn't about her. I agree. It's unfair for others to interject their own feelings into our conflict. Yeah, unless Sayori wants to tell Yuri what a stuck-up jerk she's being. She would never. It's your immaturity that's made her upset in the first place. Excuse me? Are you listening to yourself? This is exactly why nobody likes... Stop! Natsuki, Yuri, you guys are my friends. I just want everyone to get along and be happy. My friends are wonderful people, and I love them because of their differences. Natsuki's poems, they're amazing because they give you so many feelings with just a few words. And Yuri's poems are amazing because they paint beautiful pictures in your head. Everyone's so talented. So why are we fighting? Because... Well... Also... Natsuki's cute, and there's nothing wrong with that. And you... Why do we have to mention that? They're the same as they always were. Beautiful. Sayori stands up triumphantly. Monica stands behind her with a bewildered expression. I'll make some tea. Yuri rushes off. Natsuki sits down with a blank expression on her face, staring at nothing. This is why Sayori is vice president. I whisper to Monica. She nods in return. To be honest... yeah. I might come off as a good leader, and I can organize things, but I'm not very good with people. I couldn't even bring myself to interject. As president, that's kind of embarrassing of me. Nah, it's not like I can blame you. I wasn't able to say anything either. Well, I guess that just means Sayori is amazing in her own ways, isn't she? You could say that. She might be an airhead, but sometimes it's weirdly suspicious that she knows exactly what she's doing. I see. Take good care of her, okay? Shut up! I would hate to see her get herself hurt. That makes two of us. You can count on me. Monica smiles sweetly at me, causing my stomach to knot. Okay, give me a sec. I need to check something real quick. I'll be right back. There we go. Okay. Monica smiles sweetly at me, causing my stomach to knot. Such a genuine person really does make a good president, regardless of what she says. If only I could get the chance to talk to her a little more. Yeah, but this is not her game. Okay, everyone. It's just about time for us to leave. How do y'all feel about sharing poems? It was a lot of fun. Well, I'd say it was worth it. It was alright. Well, mostly. Leo, how about you? Yeah, I'd say the same. It was a neat thing to talk about with everyone. Awesome. In that case, we'll do the same thing tomorrow. And maybe you'll learn something from your friends too. So your poems will turn out even better. I think to myself. I did learn a little more about the kinds of poem everyone likes. Poems. With any luck, that means I can at least do a better job impressing those I want to impress. I nod to myself with newfound determination. Leo! Ready to walk home? Sure, let's go. Sayori beams at me. It truly has been a while since Sayori and I have spent this much time together. I can't really say I'm not enjoying it either. Sayori, about what happened earlier... What do you mean? You know, between Yuri and Natsuki. Does that kind of thing happen often? No. That's really the first time I've seen them fight like that. I promise they are both wonderful people. You don't hate them, do you? No, I don't hate them. I just wanted your opinion, that's all. I can see why they'd make good friends with you. Phew. You know, Leo, it's nice that I get to spend time with you in the club. But I think seeing you get along with everyone is what makes me the happiest. And I think everyone really likes you too. That's... Every day is going to be so much fun. It looks like Sayori still hasn't caught on to the kind of situation I'm in. Sure, being friends with everyone is nice, but... Does it really need to stop there? Well... We'll just have to see what the future holds, Sayori. I pat Sayori on the shoulder. I said that more to myself than to her, but it's easy to use Sayori as an internal monologue sometimes. Okay. Yeah, let's do this. It's time for another poem. I'm gonna try to get the perfect score this time again, cause hopeless. Tone, fear, bouncy, headphones, clouds. I don't know which one of these. Oh no! Headphones? No. Clouds? I mean, she talks about the weather a lot, but I feel like Clouds is more for Natsuki. Probably. I hate this. Let's see, Clouds. Yeah. Screw the perfect score. Okay. Vibrant Lacy. Silly. Grief. I think Tragedy was for her. Yes. Promise. Spinning. Extreme. Disoriented. Extraordinary. Unstable. Defeat. Shopping. Happiness. Happiness? I mean, I already ruined it. Might as well try. Okay, happiness does get her. Okay. I don't know about these. Graveyard? No, that would be more like for Yuri. Play sounds more like Natsuki. And dance as well. Hold up. I'm back. Okay, so dance, flying. Okay, flying it's for her. I'm actually gonna write that down because I will need it, I guess, for later, because there's a third poem, right? Later on. So I might as well write it and have like the things and not have to guess every single time. Now we know flying and happiness appeal to her despite everything. She's incongruent. Not really, but yeah. Well, I mean, kind of. Rose, puppy, wrath, kiss, massacred, existence, peace. Existence? No, that's Yuri. Probably peace would be for her, I think. Milk, meager, inside, fireflies, peaceful, analysis. Peaceful, yeah, peaceful. Peaceful. Together. Okay. Uncontrollable. Playground. Contamination. Dream. Probably dream, right? Oh, okay, fine. Desire, depression, family, ribbon, Valentine. Depression is also for her. Pain, philosophy, lucky, passion, infallible. I don't know how to pronounce it. Warm, horror, vertigo, mouse. Pain. Okay, pain is for her. Comfort blanket. Broken is for her as well. Okay. Nature question. Lollipop. Journey. Whistle. Fulgent. That's Yuri. Childhood, bed. I think bed? Yeah, bed. Okay. Forgive, sunset. I think forgive is, yeah, okay. Forgive. Swimsuit, aura, secretive. Bunny, flower, laugh, essence, hurt, strawberry, ocean. I mean, essence is Yuri, I think. Secretive? No. Okay. I will write that that's not for Sayori. Empty, jump, breathe, heartbeat, cry, alone. I think alone. No. I don't know. games, hard cry alone. I mean, cry could be, but alone also sounds like her. Okay, alone is Sayori. Perfect. Sensation, captive, unending, shame, charm, tears, starscape, calm, cage, jumpy. Could calm be? Because tears could also be, but okay, let's go with tears. Tears. Memories, intellectual, cute, marshmallow, sadness, obviously. Okay. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. We have 13. So we missed more this time because last time I got like 18 for Sayori and then I screwed up and got Natsuki and then Yuri, but okay. Another day passes and it's time for the club meeting already. I've gotten a little more comfortable here over the past couple days. Entering the club room, the usual scene greets me. Hi, Leo. Yo, Sayori. Yo. Looks like you're in a good mood today. I'm just still not used to you being in the club, that's all. I see. That's a pretty simple thing to get you in a good mood. But I guess it's always the simple things with you anyway. Speaking of which, I'm kinda hungry. Will you come with me to buy a snack? No thanks. That's not like you at all. I have my reasons. Why don't we take a look at your purse, Sayori? Why that, all of a sudden? No reason, really. I just wanted to look at it. Sayori nervously retrieves her coin purse. She fumbles with the latch and gets it open. Then, she turns it upside down and lets its contents spill onto the desk. Only 2 small coins fall out. I knew it. I can see right through you, Sayori. That's not fair. How do you even know? It's simple. If you had enough money in the first place, you would have bought a snack before coming to the club room. So either you're not hungry and want an excuse to take a walk, or you plan to conveniently forget that you spent all your money so that I would lend you some. But there's one more thing. You're always hungry. And so that only leaves the one option. I give up. Don't make me feel guilty. If you feel guilty, that means you deserve to feel guilty. Yuri suddenly giggles. Eh? I didn't notice that she was listening in. Her face is in her book as always. I wasn't listening or anything. It was just something in my book. Yuri, tell Leo to let me borrow some money. Don't get me involved like that, Sayori. Besides, you should only buy what you can responsibly afford. And frankly, after pulling a mischievous little stunt like that, your suffering is fair enough retribution. Retribution. Did I just... I didn't mean that. I got too absorbed into my book. I really like when you speak your mind, Yuri. It doesn't happen much, but it's a fun side of you. There's no way you could think that. You were right, though. I did something bad, and now I have to accept the revolution. Retribution. That! Still, coming from you, Sayori. I guess there's a little devil inside all of us, isn't there? Don't let her fool you. Sayori knows exactly what she's doing. After all, she told you guys that she was bringing me to the club before she even told me. But you wouldn't have come if it weren't for the cupcakes. So I had to trick Natsuki into making them. Come on, give me more credit than that, Sayori. Out of nowhere, something smacks Sayori in the face and tumbles onto the desk. Oh, that wasn't... Oh, that must have hurt. Yeah. Ow. What was... A cookie. Sure enough, it's a giant cookie wrapped in plastic. Sayori glances around. Is this a miracle? It's because I paid my restitution. Retribution. Actually, that one almost worked. I was just gonna give it to you, but then I heard you blab about the cupcakes. It was totally worth seeing your reaction, though. Natsuki, that's so nice of you. I'm so happy. I mean, I don't think it's nice to smack you in the head, but okay. Sayori hugs the cookie. Jeez, just eat it. Sayori rapidly tears open the wrapper and takes a big bite. So good. Sayori suddenly clasps her hands over her mouth. I bit my tongue. You're going through a lot for just one cookie. My voice, I can't do Natsuki's voice for some reason. Natsuki takes a bite out of her own cookie. Ah, yours looks really good too, Natsuki. Can I try it? Jeez. Beggars can be choosers. But yours is chocolate. Yeah, why do you think I gave you that one? Fine. Still, I'm really happy that you shared this one with me. Sayori gets out of her seat and goes behind Natsuki, then wraps her arms around her. Ah, jeez. I get it. Cookie still in hand, Natsuki reaches up to nudge Sayori off of her. Sayori suddenly leans down and takes a bite out of Natsuki's cookie. Hey! Did you seriously just do that? Mouth full, Sayori trots away to safety. Yuri and I laugh as well. Jeez, you're such a kid sometimes. Monika, can you tell Sayori... Natsuki glances around. Monika isn't in the clubroom. Where's Monika anyway? Good question. Have any of you heard anything about her being late today? Not me. Yeah, I haven't either. That's a bit unusual. I hope she's okay. Of course she's okay. She probably just had something to do today. She's pretty popular after all. You think she has a... I wouldn't be surprised. She's probably more desirable than all of us combined. Not really? That's true. Excuse me? Suddenly the door swings open. Sorry, I'm super sorry. Ah, there you are. I didn't mean to be late. I hope you guys weren't worried or anything. Monika chose the club over her boyfriend after all. You're so strong-willed. Boyfriend? What on earth are you talking about? Monika quizzically glances at me. Never mind that. What held you up anyway? Well, my last period today was study hall. To be honest, I kind of just lost track of time. That makes no sense though. You would have heard the bell ring at least. I must have not heard it since I was practicing piano. Piano? I wasn't aware you played music as well, Monika. I don't really. I kind of just started recently. I've always wanted to learn piano. That's so cool! You should play something for us, Monika. That's... Monika looks at me. Maybe once I get a little bit better, I will. Oh, she will. Eventually. Yay! But not to the rest of you, just to me though. That sounds cool. I also look forward to it. Is that so? In that case, I won't let you down, Leo. Monika smiles sweetly. And she bumped everyone with her butt. I didn't mean any pressure or anything like that. Don't worry. I've been practicing a whole lot recently. And I'd really love the chance to share once I'm ready. I see. In that case, best of luck. Thanks. So, I didn't miss anything, did I? No, not really. I chose to leave out Sayori's mischievous escapade. I'm sure Natsuki will end up complaining to her anyway. It looks like everyone has already settled down. Sayori somehow already finished her entire cookie. Yuri's back to her book, and Natsuki disappeared into the closet. Leo! Sayori suddenly comes up to me. I'm gonna go get some supplies from another classroom. Want to come with me? Supplies? What for?
Well, you know how the festival is coming up? Me and Monica were gonna make some posters and stuff. So I need to go find some crayons and markers and glue sticks.
Ah, I see.
Sure, I'll go with you. Yay! Okay, Monica will be back soon. Okay, Monica, we'll be back soon.
Ah, are you going with Leo to get the supplies? There's no need to trouble yourself. I'd be happy to go with him.
Oh, but I want to go. It's so much fun exploring empty classrooms and stuff.
Okay. It was just a suggestion. See if you can find poster paper too, okay?
Okay. Ready, Leo? Yep, let's go.
Monica wanted to spend time with me, but she... Sayuri and I exit the clubroom. I follow behind as Sayuri hums and skips around the hallway. Honestly, it feels like I'm talking to a kid, like I'm taking a kid to the mall or something. Sayuri finds pleasure in the simplest things sometimes. Hey, Sayuri, what exactly are we doing for the festival anyway? I'm not sure how you would make an event out of literature.
Me and Monica have it all planned out. Don't you worry.
Is that so?
Yep. We're gonna do a poetry performance.
A performance?
Of what kind? Well, everyone's gonna take turns on stage and recite their favorite poems.
Ah, that sounds kind of dull.
Leo, you're not thinking about it the right way at all. It's not just about reading poems, it's about performing them. Like, you say the lines of the poem like, between my feet, the last remaining flower beckons to me. I twist the stem, freeing it from its clinging roots, caressing the final joyous moment between my fingers. But to what ends have I summoned this joy? For now, when I look in every direction, the once prosperous field before me, it's but a barren wasteland. Like that.
Sayuri, how do I put this? I'm sure it's just me, but it's impossible for me to take you seriously when you talk like that.
You meanie. I'm working super hard on this, you know?
I know. I just meant that it's a pretty unordinary contrast to your cute self.
Don't say that, it's embarrassing. But I guess that means I'm doing a good job.
Yeah, I guess so.
I'm so excited. The festival is going to be so much fun.
Sayuri spins herself around in the hallway again.
Hey Leo, this classroom over here is empty. Let's begin the mission.
The mission, huh? It's been a long time since I've spent time like this, with Sayuri like this. But in the end, she hasn't changed one bit. She's nothing but a ball of sunshine drawing happy vibes from the world around her. It's a pretty nostalgic feeling for me. As the years went by, I began to hold myself up in my room more and more. So, going adventuring with Sayuri brings out about a special sort of feeling I forgot I had in me. Yeah, that happens with time, I guess. The two of us enter the classroom. Sayuri heads straight to the closet, and I follow. Let's see what we have in here.
Crayons!
Sayuri pulls a box full of crayons off the shelf.
They're the best brand too! They're kind of dirty though.
Sayuri starts pulling various crayons out of the box, reading the color names. Alright, that's one down. Don't get distracted, we still need to find...
Wait, I'm looking for my favorite color!
Fine. Then at least move aside so I can look for the poster paper.
Ah, I dropped one by accident.
Smack.
Yeah!
Sayuri bends over and smacks her forehead right into the shelf. She falls to the floor and the crayons spill all over her lap.
Ow.
You okay?
My forehead.
Sayuri clutches her forehead. Geez, Sayuri. That's just like you, isn't it? Come on, let me see. Since Sayuri is sitting on the floor, I grab her by the waist and pull her out of the closet. You have to move your hands, Sayuri.
But it hurts.
Just do it for a second. Sayuri slowly releases her hands from her forehead.
Didn't I pull her out?
What pose is that? I gently brush her bangs to the side.
Ow!
Sorry. There's a huge red mark on the center of her forehead. A bump is starting to form as well. Man, that's gonna swell up. I should find you some ice.
Leo,
Where would I even find ice around this time? I guess a cold drink would do.
you don't have to. I'm fine with looking like a unicorn.
Even wincing from the pain, Sayori makes a silly joke. What are you saying? I'll be right back, okay?
Okay. She do be cute, I gotta say.
I pat Sayori on the shoulder and run out into the hallway. I locate the nearest vending machine. What should I get? It doesn't really matter since it will be used as an ice pack rather than to drink. But I know Sayori likes apple juice, so I purchase that one. Oh. In just a moment, I'm already returning to the classroom where I left Sayori. She has one palm on her forehead and is using the other hand to clumsily scoop crayons back into the box.
At least they were already in the wrong spots before I spilled them.
Sayori, here. I hand Sayori the bottle of apple juice. Oh, apple juice. It's so long since I've had apple juice.
It's nice and cold.
Sayori opens the cap and starts drinking from it. Sayori, what are you doing? It's for your forehead, idiot.
Ah, sorry, I forgot.
How hard did you hit your head? Sayori places the bottle against the bump on her head.
It stings.
Just bear with it, it'll feel better soon. Looks like you cleaned up most of the crayons, so that's good.
Hey, Leo. This kind of reminds you of growing up, doesn't it?
What do you mean?
You know how we used to play outside all the time. I would always try to keep up with you. You were kind of oblivious in some ways. Like, I usually fell behind or had trouble climbing on the things you did. But sometimes when I tried to do the things I couldn't, I would get myself hurt. I'd fall and scrape myself or get a bump. And I would start crying really hard. And you would rush over as quickly as you could. You would try really hard to get me to stop crying. It was almost like you blamed yourself and were afraid of getting in trouble if someone found out. Even though it wasn't really your fault at all, you know?
Did I really do that?
Yeah, you don't remember?
Come to think of it, maybe I do remember a bit. I guess I was always so focused on my games that I didn't pay enough attention to you. So in a way, it was my fault. Kind of like this time too. If I wasn't rushing you out of the closet, you probably wouldn't have hit your head.
Leo, I don't think you realize it, but you're always thinking about other people. Even after all these years. You're rushing to help me even though I'm just being clumsy. You're really a sweetheart.
Don't call me that. And I don't really do this kind of thing all the time. I guess when it comes to you, it just feels natural. Before I even know it, I'm treating you like that. I guess that's what happens when you've been friends for so long.
Really? Maybe you're right. Leo, I'm so glad that nothing's changed between us. Do you think it'll be like this forever?
Forever? If I'm honest to myself, there's no telling where we'll each end up for college or after that. So it wouldn't be fair for me to make any promises. But, well, I hope so. It's been this long already, right? I can't imagine you ever changing, so my hopes are up.
I'm so happy.
Sayori has a whimsical expression in her eyes. We remain silent for a moment. She's so silly and clumsy on the outside that when I see her deep in thought like this, it makes me not want to disturb her.
I guess we should go back. I don't want to worry Monica, you know?
Good luck with that. She's gonna see your forehead either way.
Not if I hide it under my bangs.
Sayori hops to her feet.
Ah!
She clutches her forehead again. Don't stand up so fast after hurting yourself.
Well, I guess it's
too late now. Anyway, let's go. I follow Sayori out of the classroom. Sayori plays with her bangs to try to hide the bump, but without much success. In a moment, we make it back to the clubroom.
Ah, you're back. Good timing. I was just about ready to start with sharing our poems.
Sayuri, your forehead. She's fine, don't worry about.
I was playing with the crayons and I smacked my forehead into the shelf.
Well, anyway, were you able to find everything we needed?
Uh-huh, I have it right.
Sayuri frantically glanced around herself.
I forgot all of the stuff.
Calm down, Sayuri. I have it all right here. I found the poster paper too.
Uh-huh.
Sounds like you ended up doing all the work, Leo. Well, Sayuri... I failed to come up with an excuse for Sayuri.
I made it an adventure.
Yeah, that. Okay. In any case, good work. I'll start working on the posters tonight.
Me too.
Okay, everyone. Are you ready to share your poems? Guess I should grab mine. After making sure the crayon box is closed tightly, I return to my seat.
Leo, I really love your poems. I can't believe you've been hiding this from me.
I'm not hiding anything.
But your poems are so good. Yesterday's and this one too. You can't tell me you haven't done this before.
I mean, you're really the only one who feels that way, so...
No way. Not even Natsuki?
Well, I guess Natsuki is the least likely to admit how much she likes something. But I don't think it's that.
What do you mean?
Well, I guess I'll be honest about it. It's a lot easier to write poems when I'm thinking about you.
Well,
Stop thinking Stop thinking weird things, idiot. I just mean that you're really expressive person, I guess. How am I supposed to write poems about my own stupid life? But you somehow make everything in your life an adventure. Even the little things.
Like cooking.
Let's not talk about that. So yeah. I guess what I'm saying is that I can feel... Oh, what happened to my chat? Okay, there we go. I guess what I'm saying is that I can feel more feelings through you than I can through myself. We have that kind of weird connection. It's your fault for forgetting my business all the time.
I don't know if I understand.
You never understand when I try to explain things to you, do you, Sayori? I pat Sayori's head.
Hey, I'm not a kid, you know?
Are you sure about that? Are you sure about that?
Maybe.
Sayori starts fiddling with her pencil between her hands.
Hey, Leo. Will you give me your poem? I kinda want to keep it.
Huh? Why?
Because... well... it's the first time you've written something for me.
Sayori, you completely misunderstood. I didn't write this for you. Are you even listening anymore? Well, whatever. I'll give it to you when we go home.
Really?
Snap.
I broke my pencil.
Oh, Sayori hastily bends down to pick up the piece she dropped. But being inattentive of her surroundings, she bumps right into me.
Sorry.
It's fine. I'll get it for you. I bend down and pick up the broken pencil. Sayori clutches the desk beside her to support herself, knees shaking.
I'm a little clumsy today.
Let's sit down, Sayori.
Yeah.
I grab Sayori's arm and help her sit at the desk. Anyway, I still haven't read your poem.
Oh, sorry, I forgot about that. But it's not as good as yours.
Jeez, don't worry. I'm sure I'll like it. Bottles. I pop off my scalp like the lid of a cookie jar. It's the secret place where I keep all my dreams. Little balls of sunshine all rubbing together like a bundle of kittens. I reach inside with my thumb and forefinger and pluck one out. Pluck. It's warm and tingly, but there's no time to waste. I put it in a bottle to keep it safe. And I put the bottle on the shelf with all of the other bottles. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts in bottles all in a row. My collection makes me lots of friends. Each bottle a starlight to make amends. Sometimes my friend feels a certain way. Down comes a bottle to save the day.
Night after night, more dreams. Friend after friend, more bottles. Deeper and deeper my fingers go, like exploring a dark cave, discovering the secrets hiding in the nooks and crannies. Digging and digging, scrapping and scrapping. I blow dust off my bottle caps. It doesn't feel like time elapsed. My empty shelf could use some more. My friends look through my locked front door. Finally all done, I open up, and in come my friends. In they come in such a hurry. Do they want my bottles that much? I frantically pull them from the shelf, one after the other, holding them out to each and every friend, each and every bottle. But every time I let one go, it shatters against the tile between my feet. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts in shards all over the floor. They were supposed to be for my friends who aren't smiling. They're all shouting, pleading, something. But all I hear is echo, 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 echo inside my head. Holy crap. Sayuri, did you really write this?
Of course I did. Didn't I tell you yesterday I was gonna write the best poem ever?
Yeah, but I didn't expect something like this coming from you.
Monica taught me a whole lot.
What did she teach you?
And I've been really in touch with my feelings recently.
I see that. It's almost kind of creepy.
Creepy?
Well, not exactly. Maybe because I'm so used to you being cheerful. Well, never mind. I'm thinking too hard about it. The point is, it came out good, so you should be proud of it.
Aw, thanks. I feel like I was meant to express myself this way. It even helps me understand my own feelings a little bit better. Writing is like magic.
You've gotten pretty passionate about this, huh? Hope you keep it up.
Yeah, writing is the best. I'm gonna keep writing until I die.
Don't get ahead of yourself. PTSD. Sayuri's always had a habit of getting obsessed with something before dropping it no more than a week later. I wonder if this is one of those times. But seeing the passion in her eyes makes it hard for me to be pessimistic. Who should I show my poem to next? I think after this I might end it because I'm feeling kind of tired, honestly. And I think I still have to work on some stuff. Like, it's not that urgent, but I kind of want to end it after. Probably we'll reach the 2-hour mark, but if we don't, I guess we'll do it during the poem. Anyway, at the 2-hour mark, I think I'm gonna finish for today, or a bit earlier. I don't know. We'll see. Judy. Let's see what you've written for today. Well done, Leo. Your skills are already improving. Really? Thanks, Yuri. Coming from you, that means a lot. Eh? It's nothing. I'm just happy to help inspire fellow writers. I know you're new to this, so don't worry so much if it seems like you can get your poem to feel perfect. You don't need to be afraid to be a little more daring. Metaphors can go a long way. Don't feel like you need to work your brain like turning a bunch of gears. Try letting your mind wander through your feelings, and write down the things you see and hear. That's one way to truly enable your reader to see your mind. It's a very intimate exercise. I see. That's a certainly interesting technique. Thanks for sharing. I have, an example of that if you'd like to read it. Of course! Is this the poem you wrote for today? Yuri nods and timidly hands me her poem. The Raccoon. It happened in the dead of night while I was slicing bread for a guilty snack. My attention was caught by the scattering of a raccoon outside my window. That was, I believe, the first time I noticed my strange tendencies as an ordinary human. I gave the raccoon a piece of bread, my subconscious well aware of the consequences. Well aware that a raccoon that is fed will always come back for more. The enticing beauty of my cutting knife was the symptom. The bread, my hungry curiosity. The raccoon, an urge. The moon increments its face and reflects that much more light of my cutting knife. The very same light that glistens in the eyes of my raccoon friend. I slice the bread, fresh and soft. The raccoon becomes excited. Or perhaps I'm merely projecting my emotions onto the newly satisfied animal.
The raccoon has taken to following me. You could say that we've gotten quite used to each other. The raccoon becomes hungry more and more frequently, so my bread is always handy. Every time I brandish my cutting knife, the raccoon shows me its excitement. A rush of blood, classic Pavlovian conditioning. I slice the bread, and I feed myself again. Yeah, that's that raccoon can be good. I was a little more daring with this one than yesterday's. I can see that. It's a lot more metaphorical. I don't know if it's my fault, but I can't begin to imagine what this poem is about. That's right. It's a bit closer to my preferred writing style, using the poem as a canvas to express vivid imagery and conveying emotions through them. Yeah, if I take it at face value, then I can't even figure out what it's supposed to mean. Well, I think it's something that different people can relate to in their own way. I wanted to express the way it feels for me to indulge in my more unusual hobbies. It's those sorts of things I'm usually forced to keep to myself. I mean, it's in this case, I think it's not a healthy hobby. So I sometimes enjoy writing about them. Why do you keep them to yourself? Because they're embarrassing, and people would make fun of me. Don't you have anything like that, Leo? Well, yeah, I guess I do. I feel like everyone has a little something like that. The best we can do is respect each other and our individualities. Do I have something like that currently? I don't think so. I mean, I don't talk about stuff that I like that often. At least not out loud, but if you see me like with what I wear stuff, you know. Like, I'm pretty out there, I think. I don't think I have any hobbies like that, at least not currently. The best we can do is respect each other and our individualities, even if it's difficult sometimes, and some things make us uncomfortable. After all, if I hadn't learned to embrace my own weirdness, I would probably hate myself. I might be ranting a little bit now, but I'm glad that you're a good listener. Okay, bye. I've been told that often, so I guess that's kind of true. Hi again, Leo. How's the writing going? Alright, I guess. I'll take that. As long as it's not going bad. I'm happy that you're applying yourself. Maybe soon you'll come up with a masterpiece. I wouldn't count on that. You never know. Want to share what you wrote for today? Sure, here you go. I gave my poem to Monica. Alright, it's pretty good. It makes me think of Sayori, like the other one that you wrote. You two are like the dynamic duo. That's kind of exaggerating it. Yeah, probably. But you two spend a lot of time with her even in this club, don't you? Then again, I don't blame you for being a little shy. I'm not shy, it's just... I'm just teasing. I know it takes a bit of time to make friends with everyone. But Yuri and Natsuki are super interesting people, so don't be afraid to give them their share of time. And you can talk to me every now and then too. I'm not like unapproachable or anything, am I? I know, it's nothing like that. I'm just still getting used to being here, that's all. Yeah. I'm sorry if I was putting pressure on you or something. I really didn't mean it like that. No, don't worry. I get what you're saying. Well, alright. But anyway, you want to read my poem now? I like the way this one turned out, so I hope you do too. Alright, let's take a look. Save me. The colors, they won't stop. Bright, beautiful colors. Flashing, expanding, piercing. Red, green, blue. Is that, yeah, RGB. It's a screen. An endless cacophony of meaningless noise. The noise, it won't stop. Violent, grating waveforms. Squeaking, screeching, piercing,
sine, cosine, tangent. Like playing a chalkboard on a turntable. Like playing a vinyl on a pizza crust. An endless poem of meaningless. Load me. It's even more abstract than your last one, huh? I guess it's just the way I write. I'm sorry if you don't like it. No, I never said that. It's just a kind of thing I've never really seen before, I guess. I kind of like playing with my space on the paper. Choosing where and how to space your words can totally change the mood of the poem. It's almost like magic. The way I wrote the lines really short makes it feel like they're trying to speak over the noise. I see. It's still hard for me to tell what it is about, though. Sometimes asking what a poem is about isn't the right question. A poem can be as abstract as a physical expression of a feeling, or a conversation with a reader. So putting it that way, not every poem is about something. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes you'll find yourself facing a difficult decision. When that happens, don't forget to save your game. You never know when you might change your mind. Or when something unexpected may happen. Wait, is this even a tip about writing? What am I even talking about? Yeah, I see what you're doing. I know what you're doing. I got my eyes on you. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Who should I show my poem to next? Natsuki. Because she's the last one. Well, it's not really any worse than your last one, but I can't really say it's any better either. Huh? What? Well, anything that isn't a train wreck, I'll take as a win. And I get a feeling you're probably the most critical. Hey, what makes you... Wait, maybe that was a compliment? Glad to see someone recognizes my experience. Well then, keep practicing and maybe you'll be as good as me someday. That's, something tells me Natsuki completely missed the point. Come to think of it, this kind of reminds me of Sayori's poem from yesterday. You think so? Yeah, well, I guess if you've been friends with her for so long, you might be on the same wavelength. But you never really struck me as her type. Sayori has a type all of a sudden? Well, I don't know, but honestly, how can someone so, fluffy spend so much time with someone like you? It's like she's dragging around a dead weight. That was a little unnecessary. But think of it this way, if it weren't for me, she would have probably just fly away like letting go of a balloon. You could say we take care of each other in our own way. Whatever it is, I don't get it. Oh yeah, I guess I'm supposed to show you my poem. Here. It's not like I like you or anything. Okay, Amy likes spiders. You know what I heard about Amy? Amy likes spiders. Icky, wriggly, hairy, ugly spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has a cute singing voice. I heard her singing my favorite love song. Every time she sang the chorus, my heart would pound to the rhythm of the words. But she likes spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. One time, I hurt my leg really bad. Amy held me up and took me to the nurse. I tried not to let her touch me. She likes spiders, so her hands are probably gross. That's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has a lot of friends. I always see her talking to people. She probably talks about spiders. What if her friends start to like spiders too? That's why I'm not friends with her. It doesn't matter if she has other hobbies. It doesn't matter if she keeps it private. It doesn't matter if it doesn't hurt anyone. It's gross. She's gross. The world is better off without spider lovers, and I'm gonna tell everyone. So she's talking about herself and her love for manga. Not bad, right? It's quite a bit longer than yesterday's. Yesterday's was way too short. I was just warming up. I hope you didn't think that was the best I could do. No, of course not. Anyway, the message is pretty straightforward in this poem. I doubt I have to explain it. Sometimes you can explain complicated issues with much simpler analogies. And it helps people realize how stupid they're being. Like, anyone would agree that the subject of this poem is an ignorant jerk. Do you know people like that? Of course, it's about how everything's my... That doesn't matter. It can be about anything. I wrote it to be easy to relate to. Everyone has some kind of weird hobby or a guilty pleasure. Something that you're afraid if people find out, they'd make fun of you or think less of you. But that just makes people stupid. Who cares what someone likes as long as they're not hurting anyone and it makes them happy? I think people really need to learn to respect others for liking weird things. Huh, that's funny. Yuri wrote about something similar today. Huh? Did you say Yuri? Yeah. She said her poem was about an unusual hobby of hers. I didn't really get it, but she said something similar to you. That people shouldn't make each other feel insecure about those things. Really? Well, I mean, Yuri's pretty weird, so I wouldn't doubt that she has some weird hobbies. Not that there's anything wrong with that. It's not like I would judge her or anything. Natsuki has trouble finding words. I guess I should try not to be so mean to her. Exactly. Or anyone for that matter. If she feels insecure about her weird behaviors and stuff, I mean, I always hate people who make me feel insecure. And Yuri made me feel insecure yesterday. But the way you put it, it sounds like she's learned her lesson. Well, I would say so. Even if her writing style is really different, I'm sure she'll appreciate the message in your poem. It's what I do best, after all. I don't like writing unless there's a good message to take away from it. Like, conveying emotions is important, but I want to make people think, not just feel. Remember that. I'm gonna write a good one for tomorrow too, so look forward to it. Alright. Okay, everyone. We're all done reading each other's poems, right? I have something extra planned today, so if everyone could come and sit at the front of the room. Is this about a festival? Well, sort of. Do we really have to do something for the festival? It's not like we can put together anything good in just a few days. We'll just end up embarrassing ourselves instead of getting any new members. That's a concern of mine as well. I don't really do well with last-minute preparations. Don't worry so much. We're going to keep it simple, okay? We won't need much more than a few decorations. Sayori has been working on posters and I've designed some pamphlets we can give out during the event. Okay, that's rain and all, but that doesn't tell us what we're actually going to be doing for the event. Ah, sorry, I thought you heard about it already. We're going to be performing. Performing? Monica? Yeah, we're going to be having a poetry performance. Why is my chat crashing? I don't get it. What? Okay. Each of us are going to choose a poem to recite during the event. But the cool part is, we're also going to let anyone else come up and recite poems too. Sayori is putting it on all the posters in case anyone wants to prepare ahead of time. Sayori, who's been coloring the posters, a poster holds it up for us to see. Are you kidding me, Monica? You didn't already start putting those posters up, did you? Well, I did. Do you really think it's that bad of an idea? Well, no. It's not a bad idea, but I didn't sign up for this, you know? There's no way I'm going to be performing in front of a group of people like that. I agree with Natsuki. Really? Odd. Maybe it's just YouTube and something about, I don't know, maintenance. I could never in my life do something like that. Imagining it, Yuri shakes her head in fear. Guys! No, Sayori. I understand where they're coming from. Remember that Natsuki and Yuri have never shared their poems with anyone until just a couple of days ago. It's a lot to ask for them to recite their poems out loud to a whole room full of people. I guess I kind of overlooked that, so I'm sorry. But I still think we should give it our best. We're the only ones responsible for the fate of this club. If we start the event and each put on a good performance, then it will inspire others to do the same. And the more people who perform, the better we'll be able to show everyone what literature is about. Yeah, it's about expressing your feelings, being intimate with yourself, finding new horizons, and having fun. That's right. And it's those reasons that we're all in this club today. Don't you want to share that with others? To inspire them to find the same feelings that brought you here in the first place? I know you do. I know we all do. And if all it takes is standing in front of the room for 2 minutes and reciting a poem, then I know you can do it. Natsuki and Yuri remain silent. Sayori looks worried. I guess that leaves me no choice. I agree. I don't think it's too much to ask. I think that Sayori and Monika have been trying really hard to get new members. The least we can do is help them out a little bit. Well, maybe, but... It looks like Natsuki doesn't have any arguments left. Okay, fine. I guess I'll just have to get it over with.
Alright.
Thanks, Natsuki. What about you, Yuri? Yuri dejectedly glances around at everyone else's expectant faces. I guess I don't really have a choice.
That's everyone. You're the best, Yuri.
This club is seriously going to be the death of me.
Oh gosh.
You'll be fine, Yuri. But anyway, let's move on to the main event. I want each of you to choose a poem of yours. We're going to practice reciting them in front of each other.
No way.
Monika, this is too sudden. Well, if you can't recite your own poem in front of the club, how do you expect to do it in front of strangers? Oh no. Don't worry. I'll start off to help everyone feel a little more comfortable.
Can I go next?
Of course. Now let's see. Monika flips through her notebook to the specific poem she has in mind for herself. She then stands behind the podium. The title of this poem is The Way They Fly. Ahem. Monika begins reciting her poem. Her clear, confident voice fills the room. More than that, her inflection is pristine. She knows exactly how to apply emotion behind each line she recites, bringing the words to life. Is this something she's done before, or is she simply a natural? I glance around me. Everyone has their eyes on Monika. Sayori looks amazed. Yuri has an intense expression on her face that I don't understand. Finally, Monika finishes the recitation. The four of us applaud. Monika takes a breath and smiles.
That was so good, Monika.
Thank you very much. I was just hoping to set a good example. Are you ready to go next, Sayori? I'll go next.
Wow, you just fired up all of a sudden.
Yuri clutches a sheet of paper between her hands and stands up. Keeping her head down, she walks quietly over to the podium. This poem is called... Yuri anxiously glances at each of us. You can do it.
You can do it, Yuri.
It's called After Image of a Crimson Eye. Yuri's voice shakes as she starts reading the poem. Just a moment ago, she practically refused to do this. Why is she suddenly putting in so much effort? As Yuri gets past the first couple of lines, her voice changes. It's almost like what happens when Yuri gets absorbed into her books. Her quivering words transform into the sharp syllables of a fierce and confident woman. The poem is full of twists and turns in its structure that she enunciates with perfect timing. This must be a rare glimpse into the whirling fire Yuri keeps concealed inside her head. Suddenly, she's finished. Everyone is stunned. Yuri snaps back into reality and glances around her as if she bewildered even herself. It's up to me to save the situation. I'm the first to start applauding.
Yes, Yuri!
Everyone joins me afterward, and we give Yuri the recognition she deserves. It's not that we didn't want to applaud for her, but we were caught so off guard that we must have forgotten. As we applaud, Yuri holds the poem to her chest and rushes back into her seat. Yuri, that was really good. Thank you for sharing. Looks like Yuri is down for the count.
Okay, I guess I'm next then.
Sayori hops out of her chair and cheerfully walks to the podium. This one's called My Meadow.
Sorry, I giggled.
Sayori, it's a lot harder than I thought.
How did you guys do it so easily?
Try not to think of it like you're reciting to other people. Imagine you're reciting it to yourself, like in front of a mirror or in your own head. It's your poem, so it'll come out the best that way.
I see. Okay then.
Sayori begins her poem. Somehow it feels like her soft voice was made as a perfect match. The poem isn't aimlessly cheery like Sayori is. It's serene and bittersweet. If I were to read this on paper, I probably wouldn't think much of it, but hearing it come from Sayori's voice almost gives it a whole new meaning. Maybe this is what Sayori meant when she said she likes my poems. It's like I get to reach more deeply into someone I thought I knew through and through. Sayori finishes and we applaud.
I did it!
Good job, Sayori.
Even Leo liked it. I guess it's a good sign.
What does that even mean? It came out nicely, Sayori. The atmosphere of the poem fits you really nicely. But it might be that other poems wouldn't work quite as well with that kind of delivery.
Eh? I don't really understand.
In other words, I've seen poems of yours where that sort of gentle delivery wouldn't work as well. They might need a little more force behind them, depending on what you're reading.
Oh, I know what you mean. Well, I've been practicing that kind of thing. It's just embarrassing to do in front of everyone.
Then next time, I'm going to make you pick a poem that challenges you a little more. We don't have much time before the festival, you know?
Okay.
Now, who's next? Natsuki? Don't make me go before Leo. It's not like I can compare to you guys anyway.
Might as well let Leo lower everyone's standards a little before I have to do it.
Natsuki? It's fine. I might as well get it over with. But it's not like I have much of a selection of what to read. I'll just have to go with what I wrote for the day. I stand up and step in front of the podium. Everyone has their eyes on me, making me feel terribly awkward. I recite my poem. Since I'm not exactly confident in my own writing, it's hard to put energy into it. Despite that, once I finish, I receive applause anyway. Sorry, I'm not really as good as everyone else. Don't worry about it so much. I think it's less about your abilities and more about your lack of confidence in your writing. That's something that'll improve over time, though. Yeah, maybe.
Alright then.
That just leaves you, Natsuki.
Yeah, I'm going.
Natsuki begrudgingly gets out of her seat and makes her way to the podium. The poem is called... Why are you all looking at me? Because you're presenting...
Anyway, the poem is called Jump.
Natsuki takes a breath. Once she starts reciting the poem, her sour attitude disappears a little. While she's still a little unenthused, her poem has a rhythm and rhyme to it. It's Natsuki's trademark style, and it works surprisingly well when spoken out loud. The words feel like they bounce up and down, as if giving life to a poem. Natsuki finishes, and everyone applauds. She hops back to her seat. That wasn't so bad, was it?
Easy for you to say. You'd better not make me do that again.
Ah, well, do you at least feel prepared enough to recite a poem in front of other people?
I mean, doing it in front of other people will be way easier. I can put on whatever face I want for other people, but when it's just my friends, it's just embarrassing. That's a surprise, Natsuki. I think it would be the other way around for me.
Well, that's just how it is, so... Well, I guess in that case, you won't have much to worry about for the festival. That said, I want to thank everyone for coming through. It might be hard, but I hope that you all have an idea what's it like now. Make sure you pick a poem and get enough practice before the festival, okay? I'll be making pamphlets, so let me know ahead of time what you'll be reciting. Jeez, I should probably find some other poem to recite instead. That's fine too. It doesn't have to be your own. I'm already pleasantly surprised that you're putting in all this effort for the club. It makes me really happy. Yeah, no problem. Okay, everyone, I think that's about it for today. I know the festival's coming up, but let's try to write poems for tomorrow as well. It's been working out really nicely so far, so I'd like to continue that. As for the festival, we'll finish planning tomorrow, and then we'll have the weekend to prepare. Monday's the big day.
I can't wait.
I can do this. Alright. I stand up. There's no way we'll be able to find the same enthusiasm as Sayori and Monica, but I'll do my best to get through it. If it's for the sake of the club, and impressing Monica, then I'll have to do my best. Ready to go, Sayori?
Yep. Look at you two, always going home together like that.
It's kind of adorable, isn't it? Jeez, guys. Don't make such a big deal out of it. It must be a little nice, though. Well, how am I supposed to respond to that?
It's okay, Leo, you don't have to say it.
Whatever, let's go already. I walk home with Sayori once more. Even though it's only been a few days, a lot of things have already changed. But today, Sayori is being a little quieter than usual on the way home. Hey, Sayori.
Sorry, I was spacing out.
Ah, no wonder.
I was thinking about something from earlier. I like how we get to... I mean...
Sayori fumbles with her words.
So let's just say that one day, Yuri asked to walk home with you.
Huh?
What would you do?
What kind of question is that? You're kind of putting me on the spot here. Well, I would still walk home with Sayori. Sayori, you really think I would ditch you for Yuri?
I kinda would, but not in this route.
Eh?
But she's so beautiful and smart.
Jeez. I already see her in the club every day. Besides, you always seem to really like going home together. I wouldn't just ruin that for you.
You're so silly, Leo. You think about me too much sometimes. Yuri would deserve it if she wanted it, so...
Sayori, I've already made up my mind. I really can't figure you out sometimes.
Sorry.
Besides, what's the point in speculating something that's never going to happen? The conversation trails off. It's kind of a weird thing for Sayori to care so much about. But I want to respect her and keep her happy too. Then again, the festival is only a few days away. Who knows what will happen in that time? Alright, so... I'm stretching.
I think I'm gonna leave it there for now.
Because... I'm gonna... save it... here? Right here. Now I'm gonna put it here so I don't like mix them up, because this one is the one I need to like load after we finish this route. So yeah. So that's gonna be it for today. Sorry we couldn't go longer. I feel a bit tired and I need to prepare some stuff for tomorrow for a thing I'm doing. So yeah, and we had the stream today because there won't be a stream this Saturday, unfortunately, because I have an event to attend to. So yeah, but next week we'll go back to your regular schedule of Saturday streams at 1 p.m. EST, 10 a.m. Pacific time, if I remember correctly. So yeah, and we're gonna be playing Grimm's Hollow, not Doki Doki, but we'll get back to this game I believe, if not early December, at least at some point in December. I think I'm gonna have a bit more time to stream, so I might do like twice a week streaming thing during that month, depending on the holidays, because I think I'm gonna have to go out and visit family for the holidays, but we'll see. At least for some of it, we'll do that twice a week stream thing. So yeah, but anyway, thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. Other announcements, well, please be sure to check out this Saturday's cover that's coming out, you know, your weekly cover. It's from Belle, the movie Belle, and I think you're gonna like it, or at least I hope so. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll be seeing you next Saturday. Okay, bye. Oh, wait. I don't know what happened to my computer. I can't see anything. My screen went black. Hold up. Wait. Oh, shoot. Oh, there we go. Oh my god. I got scared. Ah! Okay. No, for real. Bye.